MrBeast has broken his silence about the whole Ava Kris Tyson situation.
Kris Tyson from MrBeast used me and manipulated me and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old.
Holy man, so my motherfucking main nigga Kris Tyson supports child porn. He's into that freak ass.
Just when we thought Kris Tyson's scandal couldn't get any more convoluted, it spiraled into a whirlwind of accusations and retractions. Picture this. Kris drops an apology, only to backpedal faster than a circus unicyclist, denying every allegation in sight. But wait, there's more. Another voice joins the fray, claiming Kris crossed lines with them at the tender age of 15. Talk about opening Pandora's box. As if that wasn't enough drama for one internet lifetime, the spotlight swings to MrBeast himself. Fans clamored for his take on the Kris situation, but be careful what you wish for. No sooner had MrBeast spoken than an alleged skeleton came tumbling out of his closet. A resurfaced clip with some seriously questionable comments about Bahad Bobby when she was just 14.
Bad for MrBeast, but now people who worked for him are like, yeah, he knew about it the whole time. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Picture this. A YouTuber named Prism42 drops a Bombshell video series, accusing Kris of some seriously sketchy behavior with young fans. We're talking inappropriate chats with a middle schooler named Lava, starting when Kris was 21. Yikes. It all kicked off with a seemingly innocent offer of mod privileges, but allegedly snowballed into an avalanche of questionable messages. Kris supposedly offered to send spicy pics after Lava donated to their Patreon. Talk about a twisted thank you note. But wait, there's more. Snapchat became Kris's playground for more inappropriate convos, and even Lava admitted things got way out of hand. When the internet caught wind of this, it exploded like a glitter bomb in a fan factory. Kris's first move? A digital vanishing act. Their Twitter account got scrubbed cleaner than an operating room, with years of tweets disappearing into the ether. Suspicious much? The internet certainly thought so. Backed into a corner, Kris dropped an apology that was about as sincere as a politician's campaign promise. They vaguely said sorry for any hurt caused, if any, mind you, and announced they're stepping away from the MrBeast empire to focus on family and mental health.
I don't care if it was edgy jokes to a murder. A 20-year-old should never be saying edgy jokes to a murder. I think we can all agree.
Picture this. Kris's initial apology landed about as well as a lead balloon at a helium convention. So what's a YouTuber in hot water to do? Double down, of course. In a move that screams damage control gone wild, Kris dropped another tweet faster than you can say backpedal. This time, they're claiming they never even met the infamous Lava in person. Talk about a 180-degree turn. But wait, there's more. Kris then pulls the Lava says it's all fake card out of their hat like a magician trying to distract from a botched trick. It's almost as if they're hoping we'll all just forget about those deleted tweets and vanishing act on social media. And then, like a cherry on top of this confusion sundae, Kris serves up another helping of humble pie. They're sorry for their unacceptable social media posts and past actions. But hang on, weren't they just denying everything a hot second ago? It's like watching a game of verbal Twister, folks.
YouTubers stay away from a child challenge impossible. What the is going on? Kris Tyson from the MrBeast crew was like, you know what? I saw what you did, Cody Co, and I raised you one. I did it too. There's a bunch of random screenshots and screen recordings of Kris Tyson DMing little children. I'm talking like 13-year-olds. There was a 13-year-old and she was 20 at the time. Barely even a teenager. You probably had a mortgage at the time. They don't even know what that word means. I don't even know what that word means.
Love. As Kris attempted to manage the fallout from his insincere apology, another young individual he had allegedly been inappropriate with stepped forward, exposing him once more.
Tyson from MrBeast used me and manipulated me and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15.
If you recall, the initial young individual, Lava, denied any physical interactions with Kris, asserting they only engaged in inappropriate conversations. However, a new person has come forward calling this claim false. This person alleged that Lava's silence was due to being forced to sign a non-disclosure agreement by Kris. It's even suggested that Lava tried to persuade this new accuser to sign the NDA, but they declined.
Also under an NDA from when he worked for MrBeast Gaming for 2 years, and he tried to get me to join MrBeast Gaming himself, Lava. He's the one who actually sent me the contract and tried to get me to sign the NDA, at which point I ended our friendship because I knew they were just trying to silence me.
Reportedly, Nate and Lava began managing Kris's Discord server, but Kris never paid them for their efforts. It's also alleged that Kris's server included other minors and that he frequently introduced mature topics in the conversation.
We were both initially involved in running Kris's Discord server helping him set up his Twitch streams and moderating them.
Nate's calling. Hey, what's up? You're on stream.
You just leaked your address when he's in the stream. As well as other technical back-end things that he needed help with. This Discord server that we were a part of had about 10 people in it, most of whom were minors. I'm not sure how they got in there, other than me and Lava. He won a giveaway and Chris invited him after that. And Chris invited me after I saw one of his tweets asking for help setting up a Gary's Mod server for the 10 million subscriber MrBeast video. This turned into us having lots of private conversations with Chris and playing video games with him for hours on end. Not only did we do a lot of unpaid work for him that he promised he would pay us for, he would also frequently bring up sexual topics that was definitely not appropriate to bring up around 15, 16-year-olds, especially with him being like, I don't know, 20, 21.
Apparently, Chris had an NSFW bot lurking in their server like a digital Trojan horse. This wasn't just any bot. Oh no. This little piece of programming was allegedly Chris's partner in crime, firing off adult-themed links to young users faster than a t-shirt cannon at a sports game.
He even go as far as linking me several different porn and hentai videos throughout the time of me talking with him. Not only that, but he had an NSFW bot in his Discord server before he made it public. So when it was just a private server, his little circle of minors. And he would use this NSFW bot to spam different corn images, alongside all these 15.
There were instances when Chris would use terms such as daddy when addressing them.
He would also frequently call me dad and daddy as well as the others, which I guess we all kind of just took as a joke at the time. You have to think this is someone who we looked up to at the time, we idolized, we thought was the coolest person in the world, so they couldn't really do any wrong in our eyes. But looking back, I was definitely uncomfortable at being called daddy by a 20-year-old. Even just thinking about it now, it's just uncomfortable.
As if that weren't shocking enough, it's alleged that Chris and his friends repeatedly used racial slurs to belittle and mock people, creating a deeply offensive environment.
The server later went public and became his official Discord server, but before it did, he had me and Lava spend multiple days scrubbing this Discord server clean of all of the N-words he had sent in it, as well as his friends, as well as deleting the NSFW channels and making sure no one could see that he was spamming corn to minors.
Lava paints a picture of a friendly gaming buddy relationship, complete with Discord drama that's more convoluted than a season of Game of Thrones. Now, enter the big boss himself, MrBeast. After more calls for his input than a telemarketer's phone, he finally drops his statement. And boy, is it a doozy. MrBeast comes in swinging like a corporate lawyer on Red Bull. He's disgusted, he's opposed, and he's hiring an independent third party faster than you can say PR crisis management. Chris is out faster than a contestant on a reality show. No more Beast, no more channel, no more anything. It's a corporate bye-bye so swift it could give you whiplash. Yet MrBeast is playing it smart. He's seen enough to act, but he's leaving the door open for that investigation. It's like he's saying, I've made my move, but I've got my finger hovering over the nuclear button just in case.
Which is just but I remember when I was working for MrBeast, like in that time in 2017, 2018, I remember Chris saying like, isn't she hot? Isn't like Cash Me Outside girl, like, isn't she like 14? Is she 14 years old? Yeah, it's J. And I'm like, what? I had never heard somebody say that in my, that was the first time where somebody unironically said that. And that's how I know that rots people's brains. It's like, that's gotta be from somebody who was watching anime, was watching all that stuff, was chronically online. Like, to have that terminology to communicate.
An old clip resurfaces, and suddenly MrBeast is in the hot seat. Picture this, a voice, allegedly MrBeast's, joking inappropriately about 14-year-old pod baby. Yikes, it's like watching someone play hot potato with a live grenade. Now everyone's giving MrBeast the side eye.
That he enjoys the Catch Me Outside girl and thinks she's funny, so let's just...
So that just shows what...
Let's be real, you want to put your dick in her?
I mean, it's whether
probably not.
Enjoying someone and putting your dick in someone is a whole different story. Yeah.
She probably has AIDS. She's like 14 years old. She probably has AIDS already.
Well,
another bombshell drops. Apparently, Chris was allegedly cooking up a scheme that'd make soap opera writers blush. Picture this, a plan to supposedly shortchange the ex-wife and kid out of a fortune, right when their MrBeast stock was about to skyrocket. Talk about a plot worthy of a Netflix series. But wait, there's more. MrBeast, once the golden boy of YouTube, is now teetering on the edge of this drama vortex. Will he get sucked in, or will he pull off an escape that'd make Houdini jealous?